Today on an all-new Dr. Phil, she believes her husband...
He has wired money to 4 women in excess of $15,000.
This is your money he's sending away.
...is being catfished.
Your wife thinks that they're not real.
Admit one of them.
Did you actually meet her, or did you just say that to get people off your back at the time?
Kimberly's calling me now.
Try to go pick up the money as soon as possible.
Did she sound at all robotic to you?
Listen to me.
Dr. Phil has exposed online scams before. But wait till you see who's on the end of the line this time.
Hey, Jerry, this is Phyllis. Hope you're having a great day. But to tell you the truth, this isn't Phyllis. This is actually Phil.
Dr. Phil. You say you got involved in this because you lost your attraction to your wife.
If you were so damn unhappy, leave me. Don't cheat on me. Pack your bags and get the hell out.
Let's do it.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
This is a safe place to talk about hard things.
Stand by. We'll count you down.
Today's going to be a changing day in your life.
5, 4.
I am not giving up on you. When our guest, Kristine, first met her husband, Jerry, almost 30 years ago, she says he was a successful, older married man who indulged her and her 2 daughters with fancy cars, expensive dinners, and trips. When they finally married, she thought she had snagged her Prince Charming, but not so much. Kristine says she caught Jerry cheating on her with not 1, but 2 neighbors, including one of her best friends, and it's gone downhill from there. For the past 5 years, Kristine says Jerry has been meeting multiple women online and has been sending them money via Western Union. Places like, you guessed it, Nigeria. Her husband says these women with names like Kelly, Kimberly, Candce, and Rose are real and they need his help. But his wife says she believes her husband is being catfished. And she wants the scamming and cheating to stop. Take a look.
Jerry is very deceptive, delusional, and he's a liar. I believe that Jerry is throwing away my financial future with online dating scams. There are 4 women that I know of. Kelly and Kimberly, who he claims is his current girlfriend, and then there's Candce and Rose. They're all very young, very beautiful. Not somebody that would give a man like him the time of day. You thought you were gonna have some young chick hanging on your arm? Kelly looked like she was the age of our daughter. That made me sick when I saw that. I looked at you like, what the hell are you thinking? I called him a pedophile. He makes me sick. Each of them had promised Jerry millions. It's all lies. He has wired money to all 4 of these women in excess of $15,000. I just want to reach across the table and slap Jerry. Snap out of it. What's Kim promising you? What's Candce promising you? What are you getting out of all of this?
Nothing.
Recently, Jerry received fraudulent checks coming from somebody who says they are a friend of the girl. It's supposed to be a loan to her, but she can't cash the check. So Jerry is accepting the check, cashing it for her, and then he wired the money to her. There's that $5,000 check. What happened to that check?
I don't know.
No, you do know. The bank confiscated it. Why? Because it was fraudulent. Jerry and I are over $100,000 in debt. We are in the midst of filing bankruptcy now. You skipped the mortgage payment, and the last damn thing we have left is the house. You're gonna lose that for me too? You need to stop, because when you end up out there on the damn streets and you're pushing a damn shopping cart and you're sleeping behind a goddamn blessed Walmart or something. What are you getting out of this, Jerry? They're screwing you. It's been over 4 years and you have nothing to show for it. What is it gonna take?
You seem a little frustrated.
Yeah, quite a bit.
There are two levels of issue here. One is the toxic relationship between the two of you, but I want to talk about what's happening with him sending money to these women, because you are afraid he's just going to sell you down the river and you're going to wind up with nothing out on the street. This is your money he's sending away.
Yeah, yes, it is.
What does he, I heard you yelling at him, but what does he say when he does say something?
Sorry, I've heard that thousands of times. Sorry, I won't do it again.
Okay, you say the first one was named Kelly.
Yes.
And you say that he admitted that he sent Kelly money in increments of anywhere from $100 to $1,400. What was it for?
Her necessities. She said she was getting an inheritance from father or grandfather passed away, and it's tied up, and her attorney's trying to get it released, and she needs money for her attorney, she needed money for her hotel, she needed money for her food. And
where is he sending it?
He was sending it to a man's name. I remember once it going to New Orleans, Louisiana, Carolina, but they were going to men. The money was going to men.
But where was Kelly physically, supposedly located?
In Louisiana, I know.
So why not just go to Louisiana? You can get to Louisiana a hell of a lot cheaper than $1,400. Why not just go down there and...
I told him the same thing. Go find her.
But what does he say to that?
He just shrugs his shoulders. I don't know. You know, just...
But how long has it been that he's been sending her money?
That, as far as I know, stopped with her.
Well, she changed her name to Smith.
She changed
She's
it to
now Kelly Smith.
And then she changed it to our last name and said she is his wife.
And that would make you what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Your sister wife?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I created a pager number, an online pager number, and I started paging, and I was like, you know, hey babe, my wife got my, you know, phone. I had to change my number, text me on this. And so for about a day or so, she was texting me. I said, this isn't Jerry, this is his wife. You leave my husband alone, and basically, you know, text back something. And when they came back speaking at me, at that point, I knew absolutely positive I was never speaking to a woman. Just the way anybody can agree, when a man and a woman fight, the words a man will use to a woman are totally different than what I would say if I were arguing with another woman. This was definitely a man I was talking to.
Okay, then he moved on to Kimberly?
From Kelly, that is during the time that I was moved out of the home. And from there, I didn't have direct access to his friends anymore.
Kimberly said she was from Texas, but then had to move to Nigeria.
Yeah.
I hate it when that happens. I'm from Texas. I'm from Texas, and I keep waiting to get that message that I have to go to Nigeria.
Yeah.
And she had to go to Nigeria because she had containers of gold and jewelry, and she had to go there to get it, but she needed money to get it back from there.
Yeah, I don't know any of these details. I've learned a lot in the past few days.
I want you to know.
Yeah. Well, he told me that he also receives wires and forwards the money to Nigeria. Jerry
is getting money and laundering it and sending it on to Nigeria. He just doesn't know it.
Yeah, I know.
Who is Candce?
One of his current friends.
Friends?
Yeah, well,
yeah.
That's the best word I can use for them.
Right. And who is Rose?
Another one of his
third
friends.
One. So there's four. There's Kelly, and has three last names, two others, then yours. And then there's Kimberly, and then Candce, then Rose. So is he in love with these all at the same time?
I guess so. He wasn't faithful to me. Why should he be to them?
So he's cheating on the women he's cheating on you with.
Yeah. Well.
Then he's sending them all money.
Yeah.
You say he sent Candce $1,000 just recently.
Yeah, the money that he skipped our mortgage payment with last month. I've lost all my cars. I've lost absolutely everything that I had.
What do you want from me?
Just find a way to get him to stop. You know, I mean, I knew this man for so many years. Incredible father, incredible provider. When he lost his job, I think about seven or so years ago, it's like he lost his mind.
So you want me to wake the boy up? You want me to give him a wake-up call?
Yeah.
What I want to do is stop the bleeding. I want to stop this erosion of your family, of your finances, of your security, of his security at this phase of his life. I want to stop this. Coming up, we're actually going to meet Kristine's husband. We're going to find out why he thinks these online women he's romancing are real, and he does. We'll be right back.
I started with meeting ladies online because I lost my attraction to you.
Then you should have left me.
Kimberly and I are in love, and I want to be with her forever.
And later, you said that you met one of these women.
I met Kimberly.
Did you actually meet her, or did you just say that to get people off your back at the time?
Monday on an all-new Dr. Phil. It's parents.
They smoke so much pot and you drink so much beer.
Not every day.
No, but when you do, you really catch up on it.
Versus sons.
My parents are psycho.
You want to be belligerent.
All their dreams.
How many of you have smoked weed?
They're not going to tell you.
Are going up in smoke.
My mom thinks I'm a drug dealer.
I can sell a quarter. Is that not talking about dealing?
It is, just a little bit.
That's Monday.
I recently watched the Dr. Phil show where they were trying to convince a man that a woman named Kelly Smith was a scam.
I met Kelly on Match.com. She seemed really nice.
Tell me 100% you know this is a scam and you are going to unplug from this.
It's a scam. I'm done. And thank you for that, Dr. Phil.
The first woman I ever found out about with Jerry, she went by the name Kelly Smith. There's a strong possibility all of these scammers can be one network, one group. I am 110% positive Jerry is being scammed.
Kristine says Jerry has been talking to women half his age online for the past 5 years and is sending them thousands of dollars. She says these women are not real and he is being scammed. She's absolutely certain of it. Now, Jerry claims the women he is currently talking to are real, and he says he even met one of them in person.
I went on dating websites. I met this woman, Kelly. She was hot. I started with meeting ladies online because I lost my attraction to you.
Then you should have left me.
She would send me some pictures, and they were rather provocative. She thought I was a very handsome man. I sent her $300 for her to get a plane ticket and fly out to California. Never showed up. She got cold feet, she said. Currently, I am dating Kimberly. Kimberly and I have been involved for like a year and a half. I've only talked to Kimberly 5 or 6 times. She's 5'6", long blonde hair, very attractive, nice body. Kimberly deals with gold, silver, precious metals. She asked me to meet her at the airport. The woman I met at the airport was the one that was in the photograph. So I know she's real. There's a lot of good chemistry between the two of us. We shared passionate kisses. I felt we both connected. And she was on a layover, and she had to get back on the plane. Right now, she's in Nigeria, getting antiques. She's stuck there. She says her container is full, but she doesn't have enough to get it out of customs. I saved Kimberly $5,000. The plan is she's supposed to move here and start a new life here. Kimberly and I are in love, and I want to be with her forever. I think it's time for Kristine and I to get a divorce. and move on.
Okay, Jerry, I'm glad to meet you. I'm curious about these women. You know that your wife thinks that they're not real.
Yes.
And you know better.
Yes, I met one of them.
But there are 4.
Yes.
And why 4? Why are you interacting with 4 instead of 1?
Well, basically right now I'm only talking to the one, Kimberly.
He's not talking to just one. He's talking to Candce, he's talking to Rose, he's talking to Kimberly. That's 3. Kelly is in the past, I understand that, but you're talking to 3, not just 1. And if, like your video says, you're so in love, what, you can't be faithful to her either?
I haven't talked to Rose, and I haven't talked to Candce.
You're texting. You are. You're texting and you're messaging the same cheating you did to me. Right?
Yes.
That's 3.
Aren't
Okay,
you?
here's the thing. And let me just ask you where you are on this. Because I'm just going to kind of go through this with you, and we're going to kind of come to some kind of conclusion. But do you want to know the truth, whatever it is? I mean, we'll come to the conclusion together, because I'm going to go through some stuff with you. We'll reason through this together, just kind of man to man. But if they're real, and she needs to accept that, then that's what that is. If they're not, and you need to accept that, do you really want to know?
Yes, absolutely.
Because if they're not real, if it's some guy or some con on the other end, you do want to know that, right?
Yes, I do.
Is that a possibility?
Yes.
And you say that you got involved in this because you lost your attraction to your wife.
Yes.
Why?
She stopped taking care of herself. She wouldn't wear makeup. She wouldn't do her nails. She moves out and she does all this now. Nice.
You never talk to me about any of that. You are so full of it.
He told you I lost my attraction to you.
Yeah.
And he said it's because you let yourself go. You quit taking care of yourself, that you didn't care anymore.
I was always working. I mean, he rarely saw me. You know, at the point that he was doing this, I was working 7 days a week. When did you ever see me to give a damn what I was looking like? You know? And if you were so damn unhappy, I've told you all the time, leave me. Don't cheat on me. If you were so damn unhappy, pack your bags and get the hell out. My husband had me arrested.
The complaint was that you got him in a chokehold?
I was booked on a felony elderly abuse because of the age of my husband.
And later, you get text messages from them. I can't run away for you, I am truly love you. Reckon why Candce doesn't know how to spell her name.
I've told you all the time, leave me, don't cheat on me. You know, but no, you stayed in the house and I left.
Why
I mean, if you were
Whoa.
so damn unhappy, pack your bags and get the hell out.
Why did you leave the house?
I was what?
I asked her why she left the house.
Oh, are we ready to skip over to that? Are we ready to find out why I left the house?
Yes.
Sure.
Oh,
Let's do
okay. We left the house because my husband had me arrested. And he put me in jail. I was in jail for about 3 to 4 days. I was taken to the hospital while I was in custody. And they found that I had injuries that I had sustained that did not warrant them charging me. I was told I was booked on a felony elderly abuse because of the age of my husband.
The complaint was that you got him in a chokehold?
Yes, he laid hands on me. Yes, I laid hands on him. Yes, one night I snapped. I couldn't take it anymore. I overpowered him. I got behind him. I put him in a chokehold, held him until he passed out.
Do not cheer that behavior. That is not good behavior. I don't want y'all beating on each other. I don't want you choking each other out. Listen, that's how people wind up getting hurt. That's how people wind up dead. Exactly. You choked him till he was unconscious?
Yeah, he snapped. I had tried everything at this point. I mean, at this point, he had put me through our bedroom door. We didn't even have a door on our bedroom because he busted me through it and the door was gone.
Is that true?
I mean, she broke the door down.
Yeah, I broke it down with my body.
Yes, I had.
Okay, well, look, can we agree here? Listen, there are some things that are just not worth it.
No.
And putting your hands on each other, hurting each other, winding up with one of you maimed, hurt, dead, and the other one in jail. Listen, it's just not worth it. Just walk away. Just go away.
Absolutely.
Don't ever see each other again. I don't want that to happen to you. And, oh, yeah. Now you give me a golf clap. Before you want to raise the roof. Seriously, you don't want to wind up in serious trouble. I don't want you hurt.
No.
And I don't want you hurting her. That's why I said before we started this conversation, I said there are two levels of issue here. One is the toxic relationship between the two of you, and the other is what is happening with these online relationships and sending money to people that you don't know. You said that you want to know the truth, and I want us to get to the truth. Now, can you make one commitment to me, both of you, and that is, before you answer any questions that I ask, you take a deep breath and you think about it and you absolutely tell me the truth.
Absolutely.
No matter what you may have said in the past, maybe you said A before and the truth is B. Mm-hmm. Maybe you've said C before and the truth is D. I can only help you if you tell me the truth.
Yes.
Now, you said that you met one of these women somewhere, right?
Yes, I met Kimberly.
Did you actually meet her, or did you just say that to get people off your back at the time?
I actually met Kimberly.
Where'd you meet her?
Met her at the airport.
What concourse were you on?
I don't recall. It was right there by a restaurant.
Which restaurant? I know the airport very well.
I don't know which one. We just sat in there and talked for 2 or 3 hours.
And you said you had some very passionate kisses.
Yes.
In the restaurant?
Well, prior to going into the restaurant.
So out in the concourse?
Yes.
In the hallway there?
Yes.
How do you know it was Kimberly?
It was the picture that she sent me.
And when we're talking about Kimberly, this is Kimberly.
That's Kimberly.
How long had you known her at that point?
About 3 months.
Okay. Coming up, Kristine's daughter said Jerry put his online love, Kimberly, on speakerphone. She said she could not believe how Kimberly sounded. She'll explain what she means by that when we come back.
A few months ago, my dad got a phone call. It was one of the women from one of the websites. It almost sounded robotic.
You take care of yourself and you know that I'll let you from the bottom of my heart.
My dad is very gullible. I would like my parents to move on from each other, and I would like my dad to stop falling for the scams.
And later, we have private investigators, we have IT investigators. And in this situation, it was very unusual because we were able to find all 4 women.
Jerry told me that he actually physically face-to-face met one of the women that is scamming him, the one he calls Kimberly.
The woman I met at the airport was the one that was in the photograph.
I believe Jerry told me that so that I would stop trying to convince him that these people are fake. I looked him in the eye when he said it to me, and I've known him long enough to feel that I know when he's lying.
Well, Kristine's daughter, Sophie, says that Jerry is old, lonely, desperate, looking for any type of companionship, and that's why she claims he is sending money to women online who she says just aren't real.
You are not the only
My mom and dad have a very toxic relationship, but they have not gotten a divorce. My mom is a money-hungry person. If she does something for you, she would like to be paid back. I do believe that my dad is being scammed. If these people were real, they shouldn't have to ask for money. A few months ago, my dad got a phone call. It was one of the women that he was talking to from one of the websites. It didn't sound like a real person, in my opinion. It almost sounded like a voice recorder, like robotic, and it sounded fake.
If I get your result for me and know that I will let you from the bottom of my heart.
I think it's someone who is masking their voice and just trying to make my dad fall for it, and he did. My dad is very gullible. I do think he's lonely, and sending out his money, I think that is a cry for help. I would like my parents to move on from each other, live completely separate lives, and I would like my dad to stop falling for the scams.
What makes you think that?
Because I've never actually witnessed it. Like, I'm not in their bank accounts and stuff like that. My mom vents out to us, and she tells me that she's had to pay the phone bill. She's had to help him with the house payment and whatnot because he's sending out all his money.
He says that he met Kimberly at the airport.
It's the first I've heard of it.
So I assume you took selfies and stuff while you were at the airport. Y'all took a picture together?
I had to change phones. My phone broke.
Yeah, but you transferred the pictures and stuff, right? This is the love of your life.
No, I didn't.
With her one time, you would save a memento, right? A picture?
I didn't take a picture.
You finally get together with this woman and you don't take a picture with her? Yeah. Hell, I'd have found a sketch artist if I needed to. Come on. You and I, we've been around the track a few times, right? We're not spring chickens, right?
Right.
Does it make common sense to you to be in a relationship with somebody for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and not ever meet them?
I met her once.
Well, let's talk about the others.
Okay, the others, no, I haven't met them.
I mean, does it make common sense to you that's not what we called relationships when we were growing up, was it?
No.
I mean, you met a girl, you met a girl.
Yes.
You kind of put your arm around her and walk down the corner.
Right.
Maybe around the corner. But you met her,
Yes.
Does it make common sense to you that this is a real relationship?
To me, yes.
And does it make common sense to you that Kimberly, who's young and energetic and attractive, I mean, you and I are a little long in the tooth.
Yeah, I understand. She says she likes mature men.
Well, you are that.
Yeah, I am. Kimberly's calling me now. Hi, sweetheart. I love you.
I love you more.
I feel good. I think Kimberly is real. That proves it to me.
Monday on an all-new Dr. Phil. It's parents
They smoke so much pot and you drink so much beer.
versus sons.
She thinks I'm a drug dealer.
I can sell a quarter. Is that not dealing?
Just a little bit.
That's Monday.
Over the years, Jerry did cheat on me with real people. with people who existed.
Why did you resort to cheating every damn time?
Jerry cheated on me less than 2 years after we were married with a neighbor. She was my friend. Right now, Jerry has multiple online relationships. I don't believe any of this to be real.
Kristine says Jerry has been talking to women online who aren't real and sending them money instead of paying their bills. Jerry called some of his online romances in front of our cameras so we can hear what they sounded like. He was able to reach Kimberly, and this is what we heard when he got her on the phone.
You know, we try to make calls with some of the girls I've been contacting online. The first one I'm going to call is Kelly.
The text now subscriber you were trying to reach is not available.
I'm now going to call Kimberly.
Please leave your message after the tone.
Kimberly, this is Jerry. Will you please call me back? I'm now calling Candce.
The number you dialed is no longer in service.
Now I'm going to try to call Rose.
The text now subscriber you were trying to reach is not available.
Rose, this is Jerry. Can you give me a call back, please? Kimberly's calling me now. Hi, sweetheart.
How's your day going?
My day's going great. How about yours?
My day's going perfect.
You gonna be here on the 15th?
Sure, because I just want to be next to you.
I would love that very much. I have to get my car fixed before I can go to pick up the money.
Try to go pick up the money as soon as possible.
I'll try as soon as possible to pick up the money, and I'll send it to you.
Do you need me to send the details to you again?
Yes, please send me the details where you want me to send the money to. We'll get you up here, and then we can relax and enjoy each other.
I know, I cannot wait. So I'll text you, okay?
Okay, I love you.
I'll love you more.
You sound like a woman that had a different accent. I feel good, and I think Kimberly is real. That proves it to me.
So that proves it to you?
Yes, it does.
Well, I thought meeting her at the airport proved it to you.
No, I mean, the woman in the photograph showed up, and we shared a few hours together.
Well, I found something interesting about Kimberly. She reminded me of a friend of mine, and I asked her to call into the show. Let's listen to that audio.
Hey, Jerry. This is Phyllis. I hope you're having a great day. I hear you are a really nice man, and I would sure like the opportunity to meet you one day. That is, if we could do it without your wife finding out about it, because I'm sure she wouldn't be too happy. Talk to you later.
Notice anything similar in the sound of those two calls?
No.
They sounded all robotic to you, or?
Not to me.
Well, hang on. There's more about Phyllis.
Hey, Jerry. This is Phyllis. I hope you're having a great day. I hear you are a really nice man, and I would sure like the opportunity to meet you one day. That is, if we could do it without your wife finding out about it, because I'm sure
she wouldn't be too happy. But to tell you the truth, this isn't Phyllis. This is actually Phil, Dr. Phil. And I plan on talking to you later.
That's good.
I thought so. It's a voice modulator. It can make anybody sound anyway.
Okay.
That was me.
I understand that.
So you know that can happen, right? That can be some guy
yeah.
sitting in Nigeria in a cube, in a workroom, with a headset and a voice modulation machine, pulling up a program, and they can be Candce, they can be Rose, they can be Kimberly, they can be Kelly. We did a little more digging. Wait until you hear what we discovered. Be right back. You get text messages from them, and you've gotten text messages from these women that I found some interesting things about. And I wanted to take a look. You know, here's Kelly. Okay, babe, and how many days should I give to you? Please let me know, because I hardly understand myself here, okay? You are all I think I'm dreaming about. Please let me know how many days you could get this done, okay? Apparently didn't pay attention in 5th grade grammar, yeah. Okay? Then here's Kimberly. I am not happy either, cause am broke, babe. Have you looked for another loan company, sweetie? Now, these women don't know each other, but they both say cause, C-O-S. Isn't that odd?
Yes, it is odd.
Candce. Yes, I understand you, my love, because I have believe in me, honey, okay? I can't run away for you. I am truly love you with all my heart, my love. So, my love, I want you to go and send me the money now so that I can get the buyer document before the Walmart would close there, honey. Now, reckon why Candce doesn't know how to spell her name. Is that thought-provoking? Any of this thought-provoking?
Yeah.
You know, I've talked to some of these folks that are scammers, and we've actually talked to them. We've talked to the ambassador from Nigeria. We've talked to some of the investigators that deal with these from the FBI. And one of the questions I have is, look, any computer has grammar and spell check on it. Why the hell don't you just click and drag this and it'll clean it up for you? You know what they said? They said, we don't clean it up on purpose because the person that's willing to overlook this are the best targets. If we send someone broken English, bad spelling, obvious mistranslations of English, and they're willing to look past that, that is a live fish.
Okay.
We've done these kind of cases before. You've probably seen some of the shows. You watch the Dr. Phil show,
I do
right?
watch it.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I love your show.
Thank you. I really do appreciate you watching, and I hope that you know that I always treat our guests with dignity and respect, and I intend to do you the same way. What I want to do is help you, and I want to enlighten you with some things that we've learned. What we've done is we have investigators, we have private investigators, we have IT investigators, we have all kinds of resources that you don't have. No one could expect you to have those, so it means we can find some things out that you can't find out. And sometimes when we see a catfish situation, we feel like someone has stolen a picture. They've just gone on the internet and just found somebody attractive, an attractive guy or an attractive woman, stolen that picture, created a story to go with it, gone onto a dating site, and pretended to be the person in that picture, that anybody would want to go out with this guy or this girl.
Yes.
And they tend to prey on those people that are vulnerable, lonely, naive, as I said, that are willing to overlook certain things. And in this situation, it was very unusual because sometimes we can't find who the real person is. We can't find who the real picture is. So it's like, just somebody, they stole her identity, and We put the picture up, say, if this is you, please call and let us know. In this case, we were able to find all 4 women. Want to know what's coming up on Dr. Phil? Visit our website and subscribe to our email newsletter. You'll get weekly updates, life strategies, and exclusive video that you won't find anywhere else.
Plus, on drphil.com, you can see sneak previews of upcoming shows. Log on today.
We ran out of time today as we try to unravel the details of Jerry's online love affairs with women that his wife, Kristine, say just simply aren't real. She also claims Jerry has not only given these women his time and attention, but also their hard-earned income. Jerry says it's not up to Kristine to decide whom he can talk to, and she just needs to mind her own business. Well, tomorrow we meet one of the women behind the pictures and hear what she has to say. Is Jerry being catfished, or is Jerry a Casanova romancing these women online? Take a look.
Tomorrow on an all-new Dr. Phil.
The woman I met at the airport was real.
Is he a charmer?
She came up and told you her name was Kimberly and exchanged passionate kisses with you.
Yes.
Or the victim of a love scam?
We had the opportunity to speak with her. She says that she doesn't know you from Adam. So how is that possible?
That's tomorrow on an all-new Dr. Phil.
You do not want to miss tomorrow. I want to thank all of my guests today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.